Crystal Art Youth Foundation presents School of Employment.
We thank God for yet another exciting opportunity to come your way with the School of Employment. Here at the school, we have always maintained, we have always emphasized, we have always stressed that unemployment is a choice. Because we believe that if you have the right skills, if you have the right knowledge, if you are able to develop the right strategies, and you add self-confidence, enthusiasm, and work hard a little, you should be able to land your dream job. We're going to look at 4 important things you must understand or establish under your professional profile. So I did indicate that your professional profile must consist of your personal qualities. It must consist of your educational background, that is training. And then it must also consist of your working experience, etc. Now, after having established these 4 areas, these 3 areas, this is what you're supposed to do. 4 things. 1, you must establish your career objective. What's a career objective? A career objective is a statement that gives an indication that you have a vision when it comes to the issue of your career. As a fresh graduate, you must always seek an entry-level position. And then your long-term career objective is to rise through the ranks, undertake further studies. So within 5-10 years, you can find yourself in this position. So every individual must have a clearly defined career objective. The second important thing you must do is to establish the motivation and the drive. Motivation and a drive. So if you have established a career objective, what is the motivation? If you have established your professional profile, what is the motivation? If you wish to work with a particular organization, what is the motivation? If you wish to apply for a particular position, what is the motivation? You must always have a clearly defined motivation. There are 2 types of motivation. We have the intrinsic type of motivation, and then we have the extrinsic type of motivation. But that is not what we are talking about now. We're talking about establishing motivation for your career objective, motivation for defining your professional profile. The third important area you're supposed to identify is your strengths and weaknesses. Strength and weaknesses. Every individual has its own strengths and weaknesses. Strengths are addition. Weaknesses are subtraction. Strengths empower you. Weaknesses take away. Like I did say, every product has its own benefits and limitations. And so you also have your own strengths and weaknesses. But the unfortunate thing is that most applicants have not really sat down with a view to identifying what their strengths are. Most applicants have not really sat down with a view to identifying what their weaknesses are. So when you get into the interview room and a question is asked about yourself, for example, can you tell us one of your major weaknesses? It becomes tug of war. So it is true, it is good to establish the motivation and drive, but you must also sit down and identify your strengths. You must also sit down and identify your weaknesses, ladies and gentlemen. These are some of the things that when you do and you step into the interview room, the kind of confidence you will emit, the kind of confidence you will radiate, the kind of confidence you will release, employers will always be impressed, enthused, and excited about you. In a competitive environment, strategies become crucial. So you must learn how to develop the right strategy. Sit down, When was the last time you sat down to do an assessment of yourself? You are developing your professional profile, understand your weaknesses and strengths. And then the last thing, but not the least, is 4. You must find out whether you have other important or specialized skills. For example, you are an account student, yet you do not have any accounting software experience. In other words, you don't know how to use any of the computerized accounting software packages, because every field has its own specialized software package. And so you must understand what these packages are, so you'll be able to. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you are able to establish these areas, all the questions that will come up about yourself, you realize that you have the strength, you have the tenacity, you have the ability to really provide evidence. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have done all this, confidence will naturally begin to develop. Confidence will naturally begin to build up. And like I did say, confidence can never be hidden. It will emit, it will explode, and the employers will see clearly that this person understands what it's about, this person knows what it's about. And like I have said, this is our aim. We are here to support you. We are here to empower you. We are here to help you have deeper understanding as to how to do the right thing, so you can step out there, land your dream job, and then you'll be so happy, and all of us will be very happy. So we can all give glory to God for the great thing He has done. Thank you very much, and let's meet next week as we look at a very important question like, tell us about yourself. Thank you very much, and God richly bless you.